But again, how are you doing? Let's do another pick again. Today's going to be no communication. So maybe you're expecting some news, or you just don't know what that person think or feel at the moment. Just let's do 2 parts and then we develop, you know the deal. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Part number 1, no communication. 9 of Wands, the 4 of Swords and the Moon. Well, so I'm laughing because 4 of Swords at the moment is coming out quite a bit as well. Okay, so let's go. No communication, but not for long, because we are going to get to the 10 of Wands very soon, and then the S of Wands. I think there's some delayed, some kind of like misunderstanding, or simply delays, or even slight argument. It's not easy peasy, okay? But then we're going to build it up to the 10 of Wands, when we're going to say, well, I have enough, you know, I don't want to carry this anymore on my shoulder. I don't want to do so much. I don't want to do everything in that relationship and not receiving anything, whatever the deal is. And then you have the Ace of Wands, the I am, being very knowledgeable and about yourself, and also putting yourself first. That is the big news. So we're building up toward that. Good. Then there is an idea, of course, of not feeling good enough. Of course, maybe you were giving a lot and maybe too much, because somehow you don't think you're good enough. Maybe you don't think you're worth it. And that's something you might have to work through. And there is an inner child connection here. The inner child, trauma, or I would say drama, is possible as well. So maybe you need some time just to rest and work those things through. And that can be you, that can be your person as well, okay? So there's some kind of delay, but it's for a good reason, because you're working out some things. And I think at the moment, I don't know when you're watching this video, but there is a lot of energies going through that we need to look back and clear the last stuff that we were maybe still carrying, the residue. And those residue need to go. I think it's can be quite drastic at times, but if you don't do that work fully, then you're going to still drag a bit of it. So yes, we're getting there in that direction to the 10 of Wands very soon. So you may as well do it now, but it's easy to say. It's not always easy to do. But I think you're being pushed anyway to do this. And yes, you're doing this work, then introspection as well. So it makes sense. You're really revisiting the inner child issues. And if you have a karmic debt, then you're going to have to go through it. But you will know, like you know what, is underneath. Everything is going to come out. There's some lies, they're going to come out. And I think you wouldn't be completely surprised, because I think you've done enough work on yourself by now. So, those little tiny fine-tuning issues, like, yeah, I know that issue is not new, but I need to really get it out of my system for good this time. Beautiful, okay? And if someone has lied to you, whatever, you already know. It's not a big deal, I mean, if you had some kind of tension already, you kind of know there's something, it's never going to be perfect. It's not going to be great. You just know it, don't you? Not a surprise, not a surprise. Okay, one more. Why do I find... Because now you're moving forward, and it's the last push. This is what we know, what the Emperor is using to go toward the Empress. Now, female doesn't matter, but it's essentially as well that movement forward. Like nothing can stop you. Someone might also come and visit you, really knocking at your door, literally, something like that, in order to, maybe clear some misunderstanding. To actually recognize that they may have not said the full truth, or they simply didn't say how much they love you. Because what they may have been hiding was maybe the fact that they were loving you very much. So maybe they also felt that, oh no, but I'm not good enough for you. You see, we have many kind of scenario, or scenarii, we should say in Italian. But... whatever. Yes, indeed. So it's a general reading, so I'm trying to cover as many situations as possible, but someone definitely wants to push forward in order to do this, to have that meeting, to have that conversation. And so no communication, not for long, but we needed to go through all of this. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's have the hidden... okay. Okay, what do I have here? Oh my god, I feel you even though we are apart. You see what I mean? But not for long, because that person will come and move forward towards you to actually explain maybe. But we do see a process is still happening, a process here too, and a process here there as well. So, I mean, you see what I mean. We have to go deep this time, okay? So no communication yet, but we do need to use that time to really go deep and sort out everything, so then we can really get to the next level. Amazing. I love it. So this one, destiny, bingo, right? Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. You see what I mean? When my grandmother was telling me, follow your destiny, it was obvious to me, what else can you do? It's kind of like, as you go older, you make it more complicated in your head. But yeah, there is something that you know, it's you meant to do that work in order to shine bright, but you need to do this first. And you will be absolutely, you know, whatever the colors, whatever, you meant to do the work, you're giving birth to yourself. Or maybe the connection is giving birth to himself. At the end of the day, it's kind of a last push before the baby come out, if I may use that. Absolutely. But then it's kind of written anyway. So, you know, you can do as much as you want when it comes to the work. Of course, we all have that obligation, I would say, to do that work. But there's a lot of things as well we cannot control. And we shouldn't be controlling. I mean, how can you control the universe? Of course not. So certain things are written. And certain things you can do something about it. But trust, whether you believe in God, universe, angels, whatever you want to call it, there is another power out there, in my opinion, very much in control. And don't try to get into competition with that, because that's not going to happen. Anything that also you need to find out, trust me, you will find out. One way or another, you always find out the truth, for example, right? So, interesting. No communication, part number 2. Ace of Cups. The 7 of Wands, my God, I have my glasses on, do I? And the Ace of Swords. What do we have? Aces here or what? Absolutely. We have something quite, you know, strong coming up, because after being very, very tormented, someone turned around with a I am, you know, the Ace of Wands here, and fighting for your connection to survive, or for your position to be maintained. We do have, yeah, a moment of like, well, it's a bit confusing, whatever, but it's meant to be like this. And then suddenly, boom, no, we need you on that position, or I want you, because you are my person. I'm going to fight with every power in my body and mind to be with you. So we have a drastic Ace of Wands here, beginning like the I am. But we have a lot of kind of like tormented energy, complication, whatever, tormented altogether, fine. But look at what we have here, boom. Then they have to have a clarity, because they went through the 10 of Swords as well. So we have the Ace of Swords. Now, very much, I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. So when you have an Ace of Wands, somehow, over here, and an Ace of Swords, well, you know, we're starting a new cycle. But my God, we don't take any prisoner anymore. And also what they will say, maybe they had love at first sight for you. They were absolutely overwhelmed. Yeah, love at first sight happened to me once. Holy schmoly, I ran away. I came back afterwards. I needed a moment. But my goodness, it's overflowing. Look at this. So much emotion here. It doesn't, you know, you don't wake up that morning thinking, yeah, I'm going to have love at first sight. It just hit you, it happened, and you are, whoa, overwhelmed. Yes, so it's understandable that they were tormented, because they had this coming to their face, right? So then they took a moment to readapt, to hold on a minute, and then I'm coming and fight for you. But that person maybe had love at first sight, were still stuck somewhere else, maybe on that thing. They couldn't really move. So they needed to gain the clarity. So they had to go through the 10 of Swords, and that hurts, and it's a lot of work. And then now, boom, I know what I want, and I want you. It's very clear, it's very strong, it's very forward. So no communication for now, because they still may be in that kind of lingering energies, very stuck, very complex, confused maybe. But then, boom, here we go. They're going to come, and they're going to come forward very strongly. Absolutely beautiful here, okay? So no communication for now, but very soon it's going to be different. Let's have the hidden true circle. We love that one, just the way we do. I bury myself in work to forget you. Bingo, of course. That's what people do, you know. I did that too at some point. Yeah, you do work, so you don't have to deal with the pain. The thing is, they know they're going to have to come around, turn around and say, I want to be with you. They know that they're gaining clarity somehow, but for now, they bury themselves in work not to feel the pain, and also because it might not know how to do this. Fair enough, you know, it takes a while, okay? What do we have to? I want you, Bing. See what I mean? Oh yeah, I want you big time. That's a no-brainer. Oh, I want to be with you, I want to talk to you, whatever. You adapt to your situation. But if it doesn't resonate, don't try to push it, right? So let's have one of those here. We know they're always phenomenal. So what do we have? Healing. I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. Absolutely. The healing has to happen, and you know. The thing is, it's inevitable. Can I speak English? I'm not sure. It has to happen. Because after the 10 of Swords, you have the S of Swords. You know, it's inevitable. You're going to have to go through that healing. They're going to have to stand up for themselves, for their belief, for their love for you. But in the meantime, they have to go through the painful healing. A 10 of Swords is never fun. But that's the only way you can get to the S of Swords. Bingo, right? So on this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.